Folks, just a bit bored, so I thought I'd show you. I've tidied up my display area. This is all I have to display my stuff. I've had to take some stuff out and I have to put some stuff into storage. Just wanted to show you a few bits and pieces that I have. You've probably seen all this shit already. In fact, I only showed my Asterix stuff on the other day, but it's just really the top thing, and it was just really this shelving unit. Now, this was a unit that they used in the hardware store to show off like small tools like knives and, you know, little sort of like Swiss Army knife type things, you know, like multi-tools, if you will. I think that's the terminology. So yeah, I acquired it, and I think it looks pretty cool, the figures in it. Yeah, so that's that. I think it's pretty sweet. So I've got a couple of Galvatrons at the top there, he's my favourite, and then my lot of subjects, Transformers. Unfortunately, Thundercracker couldn't fit in there because his head's too pointy, so he didn't make it into the cabinet. But aye. And there's my Black Series figures. Sorry, I'm a bit wobbly. Trying to make it a bit steadier. There we go. There's my Black Series figures, my 6-inch. Some original Empire Strikes Back bubblegum. I don't know what date that is actually. From 1980. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, if anybody actually would like a packet of this, then the guy I bought them from at the car boot still's got loads of them. So hit me up if you're keen. I think they're a £5 each though, they're not cheap. There's my signed Wedge Antilles. Let's move that out of the way. I love this thing. My girlfriend, her boss went to school with Ewan McGregor, the famous actor who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi, in case you didn't know, in the newer Star Wars films. His uncle is Dennis Lawson, this guy, who was in the original trilogy. He was in all 3 films. So my mum bought me this figure, and my girlfriend's boss asked Ewan if he could get his uncle to sign this. Also, Ewan's parents come in quite a bit to where my girlfriend works. Also, Dennis's mum, who she comes into our shop, and I give her free deliveries. So I know his mum very well, Mrs. Lawson, nice lady. She's 92, I think. But yeah, so she was over the moon because I met her and I told her that I had a signed picture of her son, or a signed figure. But apparently Ewan's not keen on signing stuff. Ewan McGregor, he's really not keen on signing stuff, especially action figures. You can Google why. Yeah, I don't think he's too impressed with the Star Wars franchise. I don't know why he was even in it, to be honest, because he just moans about it all the time. But, you know, you're in a huge franchise of films, there's going to be fans. Get over yourself and just sign some fucking figures. So basically I'm going to get Ewan's autograph, but he doesn't want to sign a figure for me, so it's fair enough. So I've got a Train Spotting poster which I'll get him to sign. So that's that. But obviously in that family, Ewan's the one that gets all the sort of credit and that. So when I told Dennis's mum that I was a big fan, that really made her day. So yeah, I mean, for me, I'd rather have got his autograph than Ewan McGregor's, because Ewan McGregor was in the silly films and not the real films, in my opinion. But not to say that, you know, in the newer films there's some good aspects of the films, but for me, Star Wars is the original trilogy and always will be. So yeah, I think he was the only sort of squadron pilot not to get shot or blow up, and he was in the final scene of Return of the Jedi as well. So yeah, I don't know. I think he might have had more screen time than Boba Fett. I'd have to check that. That'd be interesting to know if anyone knows if Wedge Antilles had more screen time than Boba Fett. Yeah, that'd be interesting. So if anybody knows that, let me know. This is the Darth Vader that it was the 50th anniversary or something. This removable helmet. That memorable scene, I think it's in Empire Strikes Back. So yeah, that's that. I've got, it's proper dusty, look at that, it's disgusting. I have to get the missus told. This is my original Optimus Prime. I think it's the original one. I did buy this off eBay a while ago. It's missing the back door as always, they always are. But that's that. So if anyone's got a spare back door, by the way, that sounds a bit dodgy. If anyone's got a spare back door, hook me up. But I would really appreciate that. He comes with the wee blue thing. So yeah, I don't know if this is a remake. I'm pretty sure it's the 80s one. So yeah, top notch. I know none of you probably like football, but I've got the Corinthian sort of collector's edition footballers, the headliners. So a few of those, if anyone cares. Probably not. Here, you've seen these a few times, my James Bond figures. Getting a bit of a glare off that, try and open it up. That's better. Yeah, so I've got Pierce at the back there. I've got Alec Trevelyan, Roger Moore, fantastic, and Sean Connery. I know I've showed you this all before, guys. I'm not trying to go over regurgitated stuff. I just am bored, and yeah, I've just rearranged this, and it took me a while. So you're getting to see it, you lucky dogs. Right next down, we've got my new Marvel Legends. That was the one I originally had, but I got that Wolverine and Gambit. Highly recommend Gambit. He's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, really cool. Just like the one out of the 90s cartoon. It's just, look at that face sculpt, fantastic. These Marvel Selects are just wicked, they really are. So yeah, that's brilliant. Then I've got my Defenders of the Earth. I have them all, I've got the Phantom, but he's in the copter and that's in a box, and I forgot he was in it when I packed it up, so yeah, what a dick. So yeah, he's not coming out just now. And then over there, that's one of those, it's like Build-A-Figure type things. It's I can't remember is it Mattel? Not Mattel. Who is it now? I wonder if it's on the shoe. On the foot. No, it's not. But basically, it comes in parts, and you just build them up. So yeah, he's all right. I think he was only like a couple of quid from Home Bargains. So yeah, pretty cool. Down here, 3-carded Joes, Voltar, Salvo, and who's that? Annihilator. These figures I had as a kid. So for me, when I was younger, it was G.I. Joe all the way. Star Wars was kind of secondary, to be honest. For me, it was Action Force, G.I. Joe, the original Action Force, not so much, more the G.I. Joe type. That was what I really was into hardcore as a kid. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. So yeah, so I managed to get these 3 on card relatively cheap. So I'm chuffed to bits with those. This is my original Tiger Cat. I know I've told you all this before, folks, but for any new subs who haven't watched my earlier videos, maybe it's a wee treat for yous. Yep, my original Tiger Cat, refurbed from other Tiger Cats, new stickers from what's that place called I got the stickers from? Is it His Tank? No. It's a website in America, a site in America where you can buy repro G.I. Joe stickers, and I got it from them, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called now, so sorry about that. But you can get them anywhere, but I mean they're really cool stickers, absolutely accurate. So yeah, chuffed to bits with that. And it's my original Tiger Cat. It was a bit battered. I mean, this was all broken. This is a new canopy I've put on. And obviously the missiles I didn't have, the turret that was snapped. This one is actually broken on one side, but it's very difficult to find them without the 2 broken clips to peg it on. But yeah, so chuffed with that. That's a lot of nostalgia with this one. You know, playing with G.I. Joe was brilliant. You know, you could drive all the trucks outside in the mud, and brilliant stuff. So yeah, I'm also gradually trying to get the G.I. Joes that I had as a kid complete with weapons, and so far I've managed to get Budo, Red Dog, I can't remember his name now, it's very bad, Shockwave, and I can't remember his name either, Dodger, but I can't remember his name. Lilo? Light Out? Oh, fuck knows. But anyway, I got him too. So yeah, those are the ones I have complete with weapons. I have just acquired a whole load of other bits of figures. I also have a few back at the ranch in my shed. So yeah, I'll hopefully I'll be able to get them all out soon and sort of find the weapons for them, and yeah, I'd like to have a few more of these because these really are nostalgia for me, these ones especially. So, and this guy here was the first one I ever had. I had him first, so I had to get him. And I'd love him on card. I would absolutely love him on card, but he's so rare to find, and he's too fucking expensive. And I love toys, but you got to draw a line somewhere, price-wise. I mean, the Marvel Selects, I think 20 quid for the Marvel Selects seems to be about the price for them. Brand new in the box, but I don't pay silly money for stuff. I just, if it's too much, I won't have it. Although I am, I came into a little bit of money the other week there, and I am probably going to buy myself an Indiana Jones sideshow because I love Indiana Jones and I love my Bond sideshows. See, the Bond sideshows aren't too expensive, so I'm okay with that. I got this one loose, the Roger Moore. Alex Tremelio was my first one. I love Sean Bean as an actor. I think he's excellent, and he was in Jupiter Ascending, and unfortunately for me, he didn't really need to be in that film. He didn't have a big enough part, which was a shame because I really love him as an actor. I think he's really good. He was in a TV series on Sky One, I think it was, called Legends, the first series. If you haven't seen that, I recommend it. It's really good, and that is Sean Bean at his best. He's really good in that, and he's a good actor, so yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the G.I. Joes. Yeah, oh no, the Indiana Jones, yeah. So I think I'm going to buy a sideshow Indiana Jones. Yeah, and I'll probably at maximum spend £60 on it, so if I can't get it for less than that, I'm not having one. Down the bottom there, I've got my Devastator, Soundwave. Just a few wee bits there, a couple of G1 Transformers, Sea Spray, Diecast Metal, Galvatron, and that's not Thundercracker. I can't remember his name. I think it's Thundercracker, but anyway, that dude couldn't fit in my cabinet because he's got too tall a head. He's useless. So that's that. What else we got? You've seen the Asterix. Oh, you haven't actually, because you have seen the Asterix, but you haven't seen the new editions. If we look in here, I've got Cleopatra there, and I've got the two soldiers, and that's them in there now. So, and there's Cleopatra. So yeah, that's good. I really like this play Asterix. I don't. If I start liking something, I go fucking town on it. And Action Jackman showed me a couple of, or showed me, he showed us all a couple of videos of some of the Asterix figures he had, and that was me, absolutely hooked again, which is lovely because I love that feeling when, you know, you just got to have them all, you know. It's just great. So yeah, chuff with those, chuff with those. Down the bottom there, look, this box of toot here, I need to sort that out. Down the bottom here, you probably won't see it's incredibly dark, but I've got my Ninja Turtles, the classic ones, and at the back there I've got Barbossa, who is the best bad guy of all time, Jack Sparrow, and Perseus from Clash of the Titans. They're my only NECA figures. Oh no, I've got Orlando Bloom as well, but he's a bit of a nonce, so I don't really have him on display. But I'd love to get some more NECA figures. I think they're worth the money. You can pick them up not too bad depending on what you like. So yeah, quite like those as well. So hopefully I'm gonna get, I keep saying this when I move, if I get a bigger cabinet. I've got a couple of these my old man's found in a caravan he was clearing out, so they're just ready for me to pick up, but I can't have them in here. It's just far too small, and it's not fair on Mrs. Solo because it's just too small and it's not fair. And I'm a fair kind of bloke, so I mean I'm lucky she's given me these two cabinets to fill with all my shit, so yeah, that's those. Yeah, this video is turning into quite a long one, so apologies for that. What else have we got here? Oh, alright, this is a great book. Now, if you love G.I. Joe, the original G.I. Joes, I would highly recommend this book. It's fantastic. It's the G.I. Joe 1982 to 1994, The Ultimate Guide, and this is just the Bible when it comes to G.I. Joe figures. It's absolutely brilliant. It tells you all the release dates, all the figures released. It is really, really worth it. It's fantastic. So if you like your G.I. Joe, The Ultimate Guide to G.I. Joe by Mark Belemo. It is a brilliant, brilliant book. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there because it's just so worth it if you like your G.I. Joe. And that's it, folks. Alright, thanks for watching and killing 15 minutes of my boring evening. Hopefully back with more toots soon. And yeah, have a good one. Take it easy.